Good morning, everybody. Brooke with Mrs. Cog Hill Farm here on well, it's dry right now, but we're in a rainy Alabama where the grass grows faster than you can keep it cut. Sometimes that's a good thing, but it's getting to be a little bit of a problem. We have things that we need to get done, of course, outside, but we were in a drought. We appreciate the rain, but we're a little bit over the limit. Typical rain for Chilton County, Alabama for the month of June, 3.5 to 4 inches. We're sitting over 4 inches right now. Rain expected this afternoon and 2 to 3 inches tomorrow. That's not it. It's continuing throughout the next 7-day forecast. So to say we're in a rainy situation here would be a little bit of an overstatement. I just noticed something that I thought you guys might want to hear an update about, and that is the killdeer nest. The killdeer nest is out here in the middle of the grassy area. I think I've spoke of this before, and she just got off the nest to, I think, go feed. She was about to swap with her husband, him sit on it for a minute. You might can hear her little sounds in the background. I'm not going to be here but a second, but y'all take a peek. She's got to be close to about to hatch these 4 little eggs. So y'all see them, and it won't be long before we have baby killdeer running around out here, which is a wonderful sight to see. They look just like the parents when they're hatched. It's just crazy that they don't look like a typical baby bird. They just start running around, and it's just a small killdeer. And just like that, he or she one took back over on the nest. So we were lucky to get a peek at her eggs while she was going to feed for a second. Headed to the barn to take care of all the animals this morning. And it's wet, y'all. It is wet. Everywhere we go, it's wet. So cooler temperatures, which is appreciated. Those few days that we had with humidity that was over 80% and temperature heat index was about 115, 118. That's not what we want either. So I didn't come here to complain. I'm just trying to update you on our Alabama weather situation. Good morning, Mr. Sylvester. What are you doing out and about this morning? Huh? He has the most memorable, well, I can't find him. The most memorable meow. It's a very strange sound. Come here, buddy. Let everybody hear you. Oh, you're not gonna meow now? All right, where have you been? Huh? And there was Pocket. Here's Bramble. There's Miss Biscuit. I know good and well y'all can get into the barn and haven't been out all night. Maybe you just wanted to greet me. So speaking of update, if you saw yesterday's video, you know that Miss Peaches has had a little bit of a medical issue with her leg. And Dr. D came, gave her some medicine. So I've got a banana to put her medication in this morning, and I want to see how she's doing. And y'all want to see too. I've got to get Miss Peaches' food wet down, as well as Miss Loretta's. Get Pocket ready. And we're going to go see about the cows while that soaks in just a little bit. Well, not everybody's here for breakfast yet, Tater. We've got Mildred coming in slowly. I see Little Man, Moody, Matilda, way back there in the back, making their way slowly up here. Yeah, we need to feed everybody at the same time. That's right. Everybody needs to get fed at the same time, so nobody finishes faster. Y'all can see how wet the ground is over here where the troughs are. All right, Matilda, don't get in a hurry this morning. Little Man, you either. Moody, I don't guess is coming for breakfast. He's taking his sweet time. Y'all got all of your fly spray washed off, I'm sure. Where's Moody? He's not gonna come, I don't think. Here he comes. Don't get in a hurry, big man. That's right, Matilda, slow and steady. Slow and steady. And if y'all don't hear Loretta, I don't know how you don't. Oh, is the gate off? Yes. All right, Tater, I got a long way to go with that. That's all right. All right, come on, Slowpoke. He is so careful when it's wet. He knows how big he is when it comes to being careful. All right, Matilda, you ready? There you go, big girl. Everybody just moves out of the way when Moody comes. It's not that he pushes them. They just know his size. Well, this pool was cleaned out yesterday evening, and you can see what they've done overnight. They don't hardly get out of it. They stay in it most of the time. It's time for them to move. It is, but I'm kind of hesitant. I mean, I know they like the water, and I know that rain is a part of natural life, but I don't know if now's the best time to do it. Gonna have to see what we can get done before the rain starts today. All right, so it's time for Peaches, Pocket, and Loretta. And the drug that Dr. D decided to give Peaches was something you've probably most all heard of. It is meloxicam, anti-inflammatory. She's to take this for 10 days, and it's a pill. So, you know, he was kind of hesitant, thinking, is she going to take a pill? Well, it's not very big, but so far, no problem with putting it in a piece of fruit. He didn't think it would be a good idea to grind it up because it's probably got a bitter taste and she might not eat it. And we were like, Dr. D, we think she's going to eat it no matter what it tastes like, but we haven't had to grind it up. So into a banana, her medication will go. One of these pieces of banana has her peel down in it, and it wouldn't be fair for me to give Peaches half of this banana and not give Loretta half, so the other half's going to go to Loretta. All right, Pocket, you ready for breakfast this morning, girl? All right, big girl, you ready to eat? You ready to eat? Y'all, I have to say, Jason and I both believe that after a couple of doses of medication, she seems like she's better. Yesterday, she was laying down, and without Dr. D being here, she was comfortable without a foreign voice being in the picture. And I kind of mashed around on that upper joint there, and I could tell that that's where the problem is. I do believe she's better. So hopefully that's the case, and hopefully she will continue to improve throughout this 10-day course of treatment. Oh, I missed it, y'all. She got finished eating and she shot out of here like a firecracker. I don't even know if I've got her in the camera frame now, but she was revved up and ready to go. Did you finish your breakfast? She's one of those that, you know, rain doesn't bother her. If it's raining and she's wanting to be outside and graze, so be it. Don't need a raincoat, don't need an umbrella, not gonna come seek shelter. I'm gonna stand out in it. Well, miraculously, Loretta has quit squealing, and that's a good thing. She doesn't hear me, so she's settled down somewhere. Where? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. She has no idea I'm here. No idea. All right, so here's Miss Loretta in with Ernest T and Opie, and of course they try to peck at the food. Get down, I can't open the gate with you standing up there. This is not your stall, but, oh, thanks for the mud nudge on my pants. Oh my goodness. Loretta, we're going to your stall, okay? Going to your stall. I know you're loving all this mud. I know you are. All right, so got you a half a banana in there. Get out, Opie. She doesn't need help eating. Got you a half a banana. Of course you're gonna eat that first. Yeah, of course you're gonna eat that first. Oh my goodness, peeling and all. Good stuff, isn't it, girl? Good stuff. Good thing you don't have to take medicine. You probably would be one of those that requires it to be a liquid form and spit it out and all that stuff, unlike Peaches. Even though you still are food motivated. All right, goats. I don't know if y'all are ready to come out in this muddy world or not. It is quite nasty. And y'all, let me tell you. So, look at them crossing over the little area of water there. I took it upon myself to clean out the stall on the same day that I said I was going to move the old spent hay, do something with it, and that was not a good decision. Not a good decision at all. Here's what I have created. I have created a massive mess that I'm not happy with. We had the cows out in the pasture the day I said, well, since they're all the way out there, I'll just open this gate and come on through with the hay and put it on that bank over there in the pasture that's mostly rocks. It was a lot more to it than what I expected. It took a lot more time, first of all. Honey, you trying to bite me? And second of all, it was a lot more material, of course. And I've created a massive mess. So rain was expected the next day, and by the time Jason and I got finished with that day's work, I couldn't do anything else with it. So I basically piled it up in the bare spots, one of the spots being where Mr. Greg built the road to have the material brought in for the pond. It came right through the goat pasture. I don't know if y'all can even visualize what that was like, because that was a long time ago, but the road was a bare spot in this pasture, and here it is. So it went kind of right over here where Topper's standing, and I started piling the material up with anticipation of being able to spread it out. And it's now a mountain of mess. I can't do anything with it until it dries out, because how am I even gonna pick it up and move it? I'm gonna make more ruts than beneficial progress. And then this is not only it. I took it upon myself to take it and spread it out in the pasture over here that did not have dirt in the places, and the farm looks terrible. You drive down the driveway and all you see is this black mess everywhere. I'll show you a visual from the roadside in just a minute. But it's gotta dry out, because I've got a massive mess, I'm telling you. My plan is to get the grapple put on the front of the tractor, and when it dries out, I can pick this semi-composted hay up and put it in some of the spots that need it, rather than being big and clumped up. That day, I just needed to move it out of the location it was, but I got a mess, a big mess. So while I've got that on my mind that needs to be cleaned up, I've got something else that I've been thinking about and I've been debating on, and that is the chicks. These are the salmon faveroles, which are absolutely just wonderful breed of chickens, by the way. We have 5 of these, and I think I'm gonna move them on over to the coop. Reason being, the temperatures are pretty consistent. They're not on heat here in the barn. They are protected from the elements, which they will be in the coop too, because we have the room built. And so I'm gonna show you their size here. All right, babies. So you can see that they're not nearly as big as what chickens are usually when I move them over. But that room is empty. I know, baby. The room is empty, and I don't see any reason for me to leave them in this small space when I can move them on to the place that they'll live their life out, and they'll have more room. So I'm thinking if I can get them loaded up by myself, I'm gonna take them on over there. They're small enough to where I can put them in a little cat carrier and walk them on over. There's a waterer over there, there's feed over there. I just need to take a bag, a feeder. I need to take a bag of chick starter over there so I can keep that in there with them and continue to feed them that until they are let out into the big wide world. Look at their little, I call it tufts, coming out on the side of their faces. They're just a beautiful chicken and so friendly. Y'all can see they come right up to the door as soon as I open it. And I just don't see that it's gonna be a problem for me to catch them and put them in. As a matter of fact, I wish I had still had the camera rolling. I cut the camera off, and at the same time, this chicken flew right into my chest area. And it startled me, it startled it, because it wasn't expecting that it was gonna land right on me. So one chicken already caught and ready to go. That was all I needed to hear about y'all moving to your new location. She decided she was ready to go, and she came on out, so rest of y'all make it that easy, we'll be in good shape. Come on, girl. Come on. Do just like your sister did. Maybe not quite that forceful. Kind of scared me. Well, none of the other ones flew into me like that one did. It was really easy for me to just grab them and put them in the cat carrier. So away we go to their permanent location. Another thing about that grow out brooder is I can't hardly fit in there with them. So I'll be able to get a lot more interaction with these birds, being that I can fit inside the area where they'll be, unlike just having to feed them and stick my hands through there. So that'll be good. So in order to get to the chicken area now, I have to walk through the entire garden. And I heard some doves over here. I look up. Wow. Are y'all ready for this? Jason and I planted the buckwheat out here in this plot for a cover crop. And you can literally see the seed sprouting upon our eyes. I mean, look at that. Amazing. I hope it shows up on camera the way it does to my eyes. I cannot believe this. What a little bit of rain, or a lot of rain, will do for a garden. All right, babies. Are y'all ready for some new members? New members of the flock headed in. Y'all won't get to mingle with them for a bit, but you'll be able to see them. And they will get acclimated to where they're gonna live. I hear you, Cheese. I have to stop on my way in and give them what they're after, and that is their treat. Hello, Mr. Thomas. Cheese said he sees the new girls in their carrier, and he wants to know what it is. I'm gonna need to see this before I approve it. You see it, buddy? You're blocking the whole camera. Yeah, I know. You're interested in them, aren't you? You got to see what you're going to be guarding, or protecting, I should say. He is so inquisitive. I mean, look at him. He's standing right over here by the carrier. So the carrier's right here, and he just wants to know what that is. You can go see about it. Yeah, talk to him. Say, I'm Cheese, and I'm going to be your protector. That's right. Do you approve? Oh my goodness, how strange. Are you sure that's supposed to be in here? You're not even gonna go have your scratch this morning? You're too interested in the chicks? Yeah, you look like you were saying yes. All right, Cheese. They'll be living with you directly. All right, ladies, are y'all gonna be as gentle coming out as you were going in? Come on out. Well, the top opens up so I can open it and kind of tell y'all the way to go. Look, come on out. There you go. There you go. Look at there. Come on out, girls. They said it is sounds we have never heard here before. It's okay. Come on. Don't go back in. It's okay. Come on out. Oh, they're so beautiful. They are so beautiful. All right. Well, you girls are going to have a new home for a while. And it really doesn't matter how long you stay in here, because I don't have any more chicks that are growing out. That's kind of a relief. And y'all can just stay in here and take your time growing up. We can visit. We can make you even more friendly. And you'll be quite comfortable. Now let me get your water filled up. And I'll get your food poured. Y'all spread out. It's okay. Spread on out. Here we go. still got those baby sounds. Look at here. One of the leg bars, the cream leg bars that used to live in here in this room, came to greet the salmon faveroles as to tell them, hey girls, we're going to be your new friends and y'all are going to be just fine. See, they have already started spreading out and made themselves comfortable. I've got their water filled up, got their feeder filled up, so now y'all can just sit back and relax. Well, girls, hopefully we don't have more feathers than eggs, but that's the first thing I noticed when I opened the nesting box up this morning is lots of feathers. So here we go. 2 beautiful eggs. Uh-oh, got a peck hole. Got a peck hole. How did y'all do that? We're gonna count it still. 4, 6, back behind the camera, 8, 9, got a dirty one. I'm not gonna mess with you. 11, 13, 15, scoot over, girl. 17, oh my gracious. 18, 19, 20, 21, got a problem. 22, 23, 24, and 25 are all broken because my little contraption here in the bottom is not working properly. Girls, girls, girls. We have never had a broken egg out of these boxes. 7. I got 4 girls in these boxes. It may be that we have to invest in all hen gear boxes because it doesn't seem like there's going to be a solution for the chickens pecking the eggs. You know, you hear of corn falling down when it's been heavy rain or wind. It'll fall over, and sometimes people lose their whole entire crop because they can't get it stood back up. There's not enough sunshine and it takes that path. Well, I've never heard of it happening in sun hemp, but it looks like we have had so much rain. I don't think we've had enough wind to do this, but so much rain that it's just pushed a lot of the sun hemp over. And of course, this is where the mama has been hiding her babies. And I came over to check the feed and the water situation out. Of course, she's still got some water left, and we've been refilling the feed pretty much every other day because they don't eat much. And we're not filling a whole feeder up because we know it's going to rain. So we've got to get their feeder filled back up, and something's eating it. So I'm thinking that she's still bringing the ducks in and out. I don't know if she's in there now. Can't tell, but look. I hope it will stand itself back up. I felt something, and I thought it was raindrops starting to fall, but I realized it's just my hair getting bigger. As the humidity is growing, so is my hair. But I told you I was going to show the unsightly looks of the pasture that I created by adding all the old spent hay over here in these big clumps. And just look. Ernest, Opie, this is Opie. I'm sorry that I get them mixed up sometimes. Opie's here, y'all. Opie is right here. Ernest is over here. I do know the difference. Somehow, some way, I get them mixed up sometimes. But look at this. It looks absolutely horrible. And really, you know, as long as it does its job, I can get it spread out, then it really won't matter what it looks like in the future. But hopefully it will start to break down and cover up that rocky area and create some grass where there is none currently. But I do have to let it dry out so I can get my tractor grapple and pick that stuff up and kind of distribute it rather than leave it in big clumps. I can't use my rake because it's going to rake the whole amount rather than spread it out like I need to. So the grapple will be the best, but going to create more of a mess if I try to do it while it's still wet outside. I did see something exciting this week. I told you my 5 mallards that are, I'm going to call them juvenile adolescents now because they're still in that in-between stage. I had never showed them the feed where I feed the geese and Nugget, but this past week, you know, my mom's been adding some feed in her backyard area, and that's probably not the best solution for long term. I saw them, they found where I feed the other geese. So this is a good thing. They learn theirself and they know where to find food when they get hungry and it hasn't been put out yet. Well, you two are just the official doorkeepers this morning. Sylvester said it's open a little wider than it was during the night last night. And we're gonna have to open it even wider to get in with my handy little cat carrier here. No worries, Bramble. I don't think you'll fit in that carrier, so you're not going anywhere, buddy. Can't believe you haven't been bombarding for love this morning. Is it time now? Huh? You just waited your turn? You're such a beautiful boy and a sweetheart. You're just not so sweet till Sylvester and Biscuit. You're still not gonna pass up those good belly rubs, are you? Oh, you're not gonna pass those up. And it's not this leg, it's the other one. Yeah, you just rest and let the medicine have time to work, and hopefully you'll be back out there with your best bud pocket in no time. You know, for the most part, we have a routine that we follow every day, morning and afternoon. Jason has his things that he does. I have my things that I do. But yesterday, I sat down on the job, and that was because it was raining so hard when I completed feeding everybody. I cartoned the eggs because it wasn't raining very hard. And then the next thing I know, the bottom fell out, and Jason's here to get me in the truck, which I was thankful for because I walked to the barn. I did have a rain jacket, but you know, it's nothing like having to walk home and torrential downpour. So Jason came to my rescue, and I did not get eggs taken out to the stand, which is my typical routine. So this morning we have 4 dozen eggs going out there, and I don't have to water the plants, that's for sure. I bet they're probably saying, please stop, I've had enough. They'll be back to begging. It won't be long. Here we go. Get that eggs out of stock, flipped over to eggs in stock, and there we go. Fresh eggs. As I'm headed back to the barn to put my freezer packs for the cooler back in, y'all see everybody has made their way out to the pasture. Even Loretta. However, she's not in the grassy area. She's sticking to the mud. How about that? Want to come and tell everybody hello and how you prefer to stay in the mud and not go to the grass? I hear you. I see little hoof prints everywhere. I'm not gonna suggest that you roll around in it, but you know, whatever you choose to do will be all right. Amazingly, she looks quite clean, and I would have thought that she would have already rolled around in the mud, but I guess the temperatures being pleasant doesn't require her to get all muddy. Strange coming back in the barn, not hearing any chick noises. I'm not gonna change that though. I think I'm done for the season, I think. Headed back home to my nest, where I hope I will not be spending all day due to rain. The killdeer female is back on her nest. I don't know that it's the female, I just assume. And a great blue heron just flew over from the pond from a stop. So I sure hope that heron wasn't part of the problem with the missing ducklings from previous, because while we haven't seen the mama and the babies, I don't know what was taking them and what the culprit was, but hopefully it wasn't what I just saw fly over. Anyway, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day and enjoy something in your life. Y'all be good.